Guys, we're doing something very different in today's video, something that might actually get me canceled from YouTube. But check it out. We're here at Black Hog Knives in DeLand, Florida, and we are about to take a blacksmithing class. So we are doing fixed blade knives today, and I've decided I want to do a bushcraft knife. Not that I necessarily go bushcrafting, but a utilitarian tool is certainly up my alley. So let's get started. This one?
That one or that?
There's some nice ones.
With a little bit of like rust in it.
It's usually like people.
Man, this was the easiest.
Like, dang, that was sick, dude. Later on.
These are the tongs you're going to be using the most. These are outer diameter tongs. Everyone's got their own set at each forge. You want to actually take the tongs and hold them kind of close to your body, like into your hip if you can. And you're going to be forging down here on the corner, forging the tip of your blade. Now, if you're out here holding the steel and hitting this, your arm's going to start going everywhere if you don't have a good anchor. If you leave it into your body and you start hammering, it doesn't really want to move. It kind of anchors down. Actually, at an angle that's kind of aggressive. And you're aiming to knock this tip down almost to where it's like this. You're on the edge, This is like a workout. This is a lot of fun. I'm not very good at it. I thought I was gonna be so good at this. Yeah, Chad here has had to help me fix my knife probably 3 times by now, so it's super, super cool. now this is all the same width.
Beautiful.
Now you're going to put in this side in the forge, you're going to forge this back portion here.
Perfect.
Because this is your cutting edge, the straight side.
Cool.
Which doesn't look like it. Promise it works. You hold this on the edge, you come right here back to the cutting edge, and you start forging down.
Up here?
Yep.
So I just got my knife to the length, width, and texture, I think, that I want, and now it's about to go in the kiln, and we have 90 minutes. So let's go to lunch. Once again, we are not doing keto today. We got a macaroni and cheeseburger.
Oh yeah.
Well, just got back from lunch, and our blades have been sitting in the kiln for over 90 minutes, so this thing is still super hot. So we gotta go put it in some water, and then we get to start grinding.
The sound effect.
Dude, his hat and everything too. We're gonna keep that.
That dang on me.
Woo! Damn. So we're about to get grinding, and I have to remove a lot of the steel that I made. So this is the shape I'm going after, and this is mine.
With my opinion, you could not do this, or you could do this.
Okay.
I would just open up this part right here, where your finger will go a little bit.
Yeah. I like that.
Like this. That way you still keep all of this, because if it's a bushcraft knife, you want more of the belly for actually like batoning and all that kind
Yes.
of stuff. You get rid of this part right here you didn't like, and we'll just clean this up on the grinder.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't have as much to clean up as you thought. I said no when you thought you were way off. I said, yeah, you're not off at all. You're pretty good.
It's my first time. Never done it before. Oh, yeah.
That's very little, and you'll see
Yeah.
the change when you actually do this. You're like, oh, that's actually not that bad at all.
Perfect. So this is what we're getting rid of. So you saw how much I'm gonna cut off, and these are the grinders like we're gonna be using. I'm nervous, man. I've never done anything like this before, so this has been super fun. Check out these grinders. Our instructor says that once you start grinding, like the material comes off super fast. So you gotta kind of be paying attention and make sure you know what you're doing. So this is fun. This is the scariest part. So I went for the rough forge look, which you can still see the forge marks on the top, and then it's grimed down on the blade. But now we are going to drill the holes to make the hilt.
You're gonna take your blade out, you're gonna reorient it straight up and down, you're gonna go into the oil, tongs, and everything. Do not pull it out of the oil quickly when it's still hot, or else you will get a fireball. All right, if you run from the fireball, like I mentioned before, you will get a fire rainbow. It will follow you. I'll put you out. We have extinguishers, but we're gonna make sure everyone gets to record it first for content.
Yeah, we need content so I can focus.
It's called martensite. This is actual carbon inside the blade hardening, and after that happens, you can take a file. And back here, it'll dig still. Here. All that steel is now hardened.
It's a little nerve-wracking. Squenching. I keep wanting to call it squelching. Yeah, I don't know why.
Move it up and down. There you go.
Yeah, you got a fireball too.
I didn't singe my arm hair though.
Well, you're wearing a glove.
Yeah, smart.
Wow. What's she saying, bro? What's she saying about me?
I'm just saying I'm gonna die young-ish.
Alright.
You also didn't huff it.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's where you're missing half the action right there. You gotta get the.
That way you can be one with the
That was
knife.
scary, dude. I tried to go fast too.
I can already tell right now, because you can see the martensite steel hardening in your blade. It's already a hardened knife. And you'll get that coloration change.
Tomorrow.
Good morning. It is the next day. We had to leave the blades overnight. Ground them down a little bit. Today we are refining our grind, gonna make them a little bit sharper, a little bit prettier, and working on the hilt. I cannot wait to show you what my hilt looks like. I'm obsessed with this knife. I kind of want to make a lot more. I forgot to wear earplugs, so I can't hear anything, but we just spent about probably 30 minutes refining the sandpaper grit and sanding this down. So I am making a bushcraft tool. YouTube, this is a tool. This is not a W-E-A-P-O-N, it's a tool. So please don't demonetize or cancel this video. You guys know I do a lot of motorcycle camping and just traveling in general. So having like a functional bush knife, bushcraft tool is definitely something that I wanted to use. A couple of the other guys are making like cutlery knives, which is awesome, but I wanted something that I can carry with me all the time and use as a utilitarian tool. So refining the edge a little bit, sharpening it, and now we're gonna get started on the hilt. Haven't been filming much because we're moving through pretty quick, but the next step is we are going to start buffing. So all of this rough cut from taking off edges is about to get a lot more smooth and polished. So I'm gonna show you before and after. So this is how you put a hilt on, basically. I keep calling it a hilt. It's a handle, essentially. I'm just pretending that I'm making a sword. But we had to add a bunch of epoxy, and we put black dye in the epoxy. So if there are any cracks or holes or anything, it kind of fills the void. But it's been sitting clamped in epoxy for an hour and a half, and I think now we are finally getting ready to start sanding and polishing. And I just like, every single second that goes by that we're working on these knives, I get more and more excited. We are officially done with the grinding portion of this, and now it comes down to hand sanding the fine details, which this is the stuff that I can get lost in for hours. So we just had the handles of our knives sprayed with like a glossy coating, so it stays super shiny and pretty forever. Look at how beautiful this is. Dang, that's a sharp boy. Ah! Holy moly.
It's sharp.
It's sharp.
All right, it's all sharpened, ready to go.